called Concrete and Gold. Now, the last album we got from the Foos was Sonic Highways. They went to 8 cities and they made songs about each city. I really liked that album. That was a cool concept. But here now, this is not really a concept album. It's brand new music, just inspired straight from the band themselves. They kind of went secluded for this because they were kind of been away from music for a while. They were kind of burnt out from what I read. And they worked, Dave wanted to work with Greg Kurstin, who is in a band called The Bird and the Bee. And they're kind of an indie rock band. So keep that in mind as we're going through this album, because it's going to really explain a lot. The first song that we get on the album is called T-Shirt. It's a nice, good opening track. It starts off very soft. Then you have a lot of vocal harmonies. It sounds like it's very massive. It sounds like an opera. It sounds really cool, but it's really short, so it's a good intro track. The first real track we get, number 2, is Run. This was the video they made when they drove dressed up as old people in a nursing home, which was really cool. I really like the song. It's vintage Foo Fighters. It's upbeat. It's energetic. This is the kind of song you'd expect from these guys. The next song up is called Make It Right. Justin Timberlake actually has some guest vocals on here. I'm pretty sure he's like in the backing vocals in the background, because he doesn't really like pop out from the main vocals. This song's really cool. It's sort of, I feel like it's a variation of Run. It's very funky. It has a lot of high energy. It's one of the stronger songs on the album up at the top. The next one out is The Sky is a Neighbor. This song is one of the first indie songs that we get on this album. A lot of the songs in this album have that indie flavor to them, which I can't in recent memory remember the Foo Fighters even really doing songs that are kind of like this. It's very laid back. This song honestly reminds me of an Alabama Shake song. That's just kind of the vibe that I got from it. Next one up is called La Di Da. This song opens up with some funky bass. This song is like a straight up alternative rock song. This is what it is. It isn't really like it's one of the more indie songs. It's a lot more laid back. It has a nice guitar solo at the end, and then after that it finally picks up some steam. It's kind of another Alabama Shakes type song. It's just kind of what it reminds me of. Dirty Water just starts off with acoustic guitar and it gets very quiet. Let's see if I'm pronouncing this right. In Aria? I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. Iona George has guest vocals on here. And then Dave Coates has a sax solo in here. And once again, it's like the middle of the album, they seem to be cramming in more of that indie influence. And then this song's actually it's pretty decent. It's not really that bad. Arrows. This song is a more traditional Foo Fighters song. The indiness is kind of gone from here. Kind of, you know, it's more in the vein of like Run, for example. This song is actually really cool. One of the stronger songs as we're making our way to the bottom of the album. After that, it's Happy After Hour, Zero Hour. The song kind of starts off like Dirty Water. It's acoustic. The drums are very laid back in it. He uses brushes as opposed to sticks. So this is one of the more chill songs, which is good because it breaks up the monotony of all the other stuff that we've had on the album. Sunday Rain. This song is awesome. It's one of the best songs on the album. Taylor Hawkins, the drummer, actually sings this song. It feels like a late era Led Zeppelin song to me. Something maybe off Physical Graffiti, maybe something in that vein. It's a nice song. It's chill, I guess is the best way I can describe it. And then this brings us to the last song, number 10. I'm sorry, second to last song. The Line, which this was the other single that was released off of the second single that was released off the album, I do believe. It has, like I said, it has a run feel to it, vintage Foo. I really like this song. This song is really good. This song should actually end the album because the next song is the title track, Concrete and Gold. This is a very weird song to end the album on. It's just, the song makes me feel like I'm on drugs, kind of like I'm on an acid trip. It's very laid back. It kind of feels like a Pink Floyd-ish type of song vibe they got going out there, and it keeps that all the way through, and that's just kind of how it ends. The album just kind of ends on a soft note. I'm very conflicted about this album. I understand that Dave wanted to change things up. He worked with Greg. He kind of wanted more indie vibe. It's kind of what he was feeling, but I don't know. I'm very a lot of these the indie type songs in this album, they don't really gel with me. I don't know. They don't really stick with me very much. I don't find myself really remembering things from them. I mean, I do like the vintage Foo songs that they have on this album. They're really good. They sound really good. They're cool. I don't really know how people are going to respond to those songs. I think they're going to be fine with it. But as for me, they're not bad, they just didn't really grip me that much. Overall, I'm gonna have to give this album a 3.5 out of 5. There's just not that much memorable stuff on it for me. Anyway, I mean, Dirty Water is cool. La Ti Da is okay. I'm not the biggest fan of indie rock that much. I don't know why. I'm just not. What did you think about the album? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Let me know in the comments down below. It's me. I have to be out. Peace.